have learned. When you feel that
Let's just go in here and talk to them. Let's just get it over with. I changed my mind so much, I know, but let's hear what they have to say before we make decisions.
I see you in...
We already asked about Basila. Is there anything you could tell me about Revan and Malik?
Revan was once a promising Padawan.
Let's learn the
Ever
lore.
eager to learn more about the Force. Revan sought knowledge of ancient Sith magics, foolishly ignoring the dangerous lure of the dark side. When the Mandalorian invasion came, Revan seized the opportunity it presented. Many Jedi flocked to the Outer Rim to follow the charismatic young knight, and many fell under the sway of the dark side.
What happened on the Outer Rim to corrupt Revan?
I do not believe Revan and Malik were corrupted on the Outer Rim. They had begun their journey down the dark path long before the Mandalorian threat appeared. Here on Dantooine, they discovered a sinister cave, a place where the strength of the dark side overwhelms the light. Perhaps this discovery was what first corrupted them. Or perhaps they sought the cave out because they were already corrupted. Whatever the explanation, the Order was unable to turn them back to the light. Had the Council taken more decisive action in this matter, perhaps Revan and Malik could have been stopped. But in this we failed. You would do well to focus more closely on your lessons. The Force is strong with you, but you need training and guidance in the ways of the Jedi, lest you suffer a fate similar to that of Revan.
I hate how they kick you out when you know there's more questions to ask.
I see.
You often seem angry with me, Master Vrook. Have I displeased you? Nah, I'm just a grumpy old man.
If you find me overly critical, perhaps it is because you do not fully understand what is at stake. For 15,000 years, the Republic has brought peace and stability to the galaxy. Now the Republic may be destroyed because we, the Jedi, have failed them. Revan and Malik were paragons of the ideals the Order seeks to uphold. Yet they succumbed to the temptations of the dark side. When Revan fell, Malik took up the mantle of Dark Lord of the Sith. Should Malik be stopped, what is to stop another Jedi from taking his place? This is the burden we Masters must carry. Only through strict training and relentless lessons can we prevent the Dark Master from being reborn. That is why the Order can brook no failure in our apprentices and pupils. That is why I can accept nothing but perfection from you. You would do well to focus more closely on your lessons. The Force is strong with you, but you need training and guidance in the ways of the Jedi, lest you suffer a fate similar to that of Revan.
Of Revan. Mods. Yeah, so in that Reddit guide, there is, for Coder 1, there's a spoiler-free guide for modding this, and then there's one that, like, if you play the game before, like, it'll tell you certain names and stuff of the mods, but I'm pretty much using most of what's in the guide there for the first game.
I see you insist on wandering the hall.
Ask him some more questions here. Why are you always criticizing me? This is the last thing we gotta ask him, then we can move on to someone else.
If you find me overly critical, perhaps it is because you do not fully understand what is at stake. For 15,000 years, the Republic has brought peace and stability to the galaxy. Now the Republic may be destroyed because we, the Jedi, have failed them. Revan and Malik were paragons of the ideals the Order seeks to uphold. Yet they succumbed to the temptations of the dark side. When Revan fell, Malik took up the mantle of Dark Lord.
So he basically said the same thing that
not only through strict training and relentless. That is why you would do well to focus.
Yeah, that was basically the same response from the previous question we asked there. Awesome, thanks, man. Have you heard about the remake or whatever that is happening? Yeah, I heard some stuff about that. It's rumored that that they are gonna make a third game. Unsure if it's like if if it's a reboot or if it's like a continuation or whatnot, but I'm pretty excited. That and the fact that it is being made by not EA is what I heard. And also it's like by a studio that we don't really like, we would never guess. So that leads me to believe that it won't be BioWare and it won't be Obsidian, most likely. But hell, I'm curious. I'm more intrigued now than ever before. Because I love the first game. The second one, to me, I played it several times, but it's such a blur to me, man. Like, I always forget what happens in that second game. I don't know what it is. But I'm sure at some point this year I'll probably be checking it out, playing it again, seeing if it makes a lot more sense and whatnot. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with it. See if we get a true sequel, get a KOTOR 3, or if it's just a reboot or something of that. But I'll take whatever Knights of the Old Republic I can get, because I love these games.
Good evening, apprentice. I trust your training goes well.
Goes well?
I'd like to ask you some questions.
A Jedi must ever be seeking knowledge.
Yoda.
What is it you wish to know?
I'm super excited too. I like the first one way better though. Yeah. That's the thing. And when it comes to the second game, when they were developing it, they had like a very short amount of time. And I know that there was a lot of cut content. And there is a mod on Steam. I think it's actually through the Steam Workshop and stuff like that. But it adds in a bunch of the cut content. So I'm sure that enhances the game. But I don't know if it can ever surpass the feelings that I had when I played the first game. There's just so much that I love about this game. And it's crazy that I have never done a dark side playthrough, you know, in all the years that I played this. So I'm excited to see how this progresses later on in the game with all the dark side stuff. But yeah, I definitely can say I prefer the first one more than the second. But I think that's just because this is such a special game for me personally. What can you tell me about Bastila?
Bastila will be a great Jedi someday. Even among the Masters and the Council, it is rare to find one so skilled in the art of battle meditation. Bastila was there when Revan was slain. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw it in a dream. Arth mentioned something about it.
Bastila herself does not like to talk about it. She was accompanying the strike team that confronted Revan when the Dark Lord was destroyed. Her role in the death of such a promising young Jedi as Revan upset her greatly. But Bastila knew she had to set her personal feelings aside for the sake of the galaxy and the Republic. The Force is strong with her now. And without her skill in battle meditation, we would have lost this war long ago. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila. And for you. But you must draw strength from each other. May the Force be with you. Is there anything else you would like to know?
Oh, look, you're so nice compared to Master Vrook, who just exits me out when I still have to ask stuff. Josh, who's your favorite character in KOTOR 1? I gotta make sure I say KOTOR, because there's a lot of times where I'm just like KOTOR with a D, and it's like, no, there's no D in here in the abbreviation. Is there anything you can tell me about Revan and Malak?
I knew Revan as a promising young pupil. Revan was strong in the Force, but also headstrong and proud. Such traits are not unusual in a Padawan. Perhaps that was why I did not see the true extent of the danger. Many of the young Jedi admired Revan, including Malak. When Revan set off to challenge the Mandalorians, Malak was the first to join the cause.
And they beat my people so easily in battle.
And when Revan fell to the dark side, it was inevitable Malak would fall as well.
So Revan was stronger than Malak.
Revan was always the
obviously
leader, the more powerful of the pair. When Revan fell, We had hoped the Sith threat was ended. But Malak quickly assumed Revan's role, and has embraced the dark side power as fully as his old master ever did. Now, Malak leads the Sith Armada against the Republic. Hate and vengeance for his master's death draw Malak ever further down the path of the dark side, fueling his powers until they surpass those of his old master. Only you and Bastila together can stop Malak now. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila, and for you. But you must draw strength from each other. May the Force be with you. Is there anything else you would like to know?
What does he say about that other line? The that Revan was responsible for Malak's fall. Let me see what that says. It might just lead to the same thing.
Revan was always the leader.
Yeah.
Now, only the way is there.
Okay. Last thing, Master Rook doesn't seem to like me very much. I'm sad. It makes me feel not wanted. It's been so long since I've played this, I can barely remember any of their names. I'm about to give it another playthrough, though. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely if you're playing on PC, I'd recommend installing those mods and just making the game look, a little bit better. High-res textures and stuff. I don't think there's too much game mechanics that change. But there's definitely a lot of like high-res stuff if you're playing on PC. This was one of my favorite games whenever I was younger. Yeah, I definitely, like, behind me back here, I've got games down over here, and I played this on the original Xbox, so I still have it in the case and everything like that. But that was where I first played it, and then, years later, when I got into PC gaming, I got it on Steam and played it several times, so it's definitely a game from that era of, like, discovering RPGs for the first time, or actually, like, being old enough to comprehend, like, story and all that. Master Rook doesn't seem to like me very much.
Master Rook may seem harsh and critical, but he understands the dangers that lie in your path. He wants you and Bastila to be fully prepared when you finally face Lord Malak. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila, and for you. But you must draw
that ominous
strength from
sound
each
that
other.
happened?
May the Force be with you. Is there anything else you would like to know?
All right, Master Rook, we're done here.
Very well.
Very well. Dorak. Okay, last guy we gotta talk to, and then maybe her before we get to pick our Jedi class, what we're gonna be going with in this. I did too. Xbox where I first got my start in gaming. Awesome, man. That's awesome. Yep, I remember those early days of playing this game on the Xbox and being like, I'm having trouble on this one part. I gotta look up a guide or something. I remember going on the internet and looking up a walkthrough or something to help with a certain area in the game. But yeah, definitely Xbox is where I first played that. That's cool, man.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Or so they say. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past.
I am eager to learn, Master Dorak.
Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict.
What does this have to do with Revan and Malak? He's like, hold on, I'm getting to that.
All things in time. You shall learn that history is an intricate weaving of many events. No one thing can be understood without the proper context. 20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation.
But we ended up in a war anyway.
The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun.
Did the Jedi join in?
The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict, so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action, Revan and Malak. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally.
Wow, all these things, they probably all lead to the same thing, right? Where did the Sith come from? Let's say that.
Revan and Malak were heroes, the great saviors of the Republic. A third of the Republic fleet was under their direct command. And then something happened. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months, it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months. Scattered sightings that were never confirmed.
Yeah, let's have a game take place during that timeline where they were off doing their own thing. I'd be down with that. Where did they disappear to?
Perhaps they simply went far beyond the edges of Republic space. Maybe they found previously undiscovered hyperspace routes to the ends of the galaxy. Nobody knows for certain. 3 years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror.
Where did Revan get the ships for the Sith fleet?
Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars. But many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence. The source of the Sith soldiers is unfortunately much easier to understand. Initially, the bulk of the force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power.
How could anyone hope to stop the Sith?
For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
Okay. What can I learn from Revan's history? Where are the Academy's archives? I want to ask that.
This facility is a training academy.
Okay.
The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of Master. We must protect overeager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge.
Damn.
The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal, but there are some things that require the wisdom of a master to truly understand. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith.
Okay. What am I supposed to learn from this?
Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson.
Okay, I will.
May the Force be with you.
Damn. So much lore.
Greetings, young apprentice. As chronicler of the...
Okay, so that was his whole thing. That was his whole conversation. Then. Okay, let's talk to Basila, and then we'll continue our training.
If you have questions, you should direct them toward the Jedi Council members.
All right, we don't have to talk to her. All right, it's fine enough. All right. Delayed this long enough.
Greetings, my young pupil. Your progress has been most remarkable so far. Are you here to continue your training in the ways of the Jedi?
We already asked him questions and all that stuff, so yes, continue training.
Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy in the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations. You must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi.
Okay. What kind of tests are these?
These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code.
Oh.
These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code. Return when you feel you are ready for this challenge.
Okay, the Jedi Code. I kind of remember the Sith Code a little bit. Jedi Council on Dantooine has decided to train you in the ways of the ancient Jedi Order. After much initial training, your first task will be to learn the precepts of the Jedi Code. The Code is the path by which all Jedi should lead their lives. And I think it's from here we can learn it. I guess not. Where is the Jedi Code, sir?
Greeting. In the
I guess I'll just tell him I'm ready.
These tests will see if you have... First, you must now prove you have a Jedi's understanding. There is no...
Oh, God. I'm not ready for this. I don't even know where the code was at. Hang on. Let's just fail this and reload. Because... Where was the code at, sir? I don't believe I was given anything. Datapad. No. I thought it would be on this computer, but I guess not. Where is the code, sir?
I see you insist.
Oh, I seek knowledge of the Jedi Code. Okay, I gotta talk to them. Okay.
You do not know the Jedi Code? Without
Sorry,
knowledge
sir.
of those doctrines, all your training will be for naught. All Jedi must know the Code. Its tenets are the fundamental teachings of our order. There is no emotion. There's peace. There's no ignorance. There's knowledge. There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos. There is harmony. There is no death. There is the Force. Learn these truths, apprentice.
All right.
Or we shall all regret the decision to accept you into the Order.
He's all, you don't know the Jedi Code, damn it. There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force. Alright, I think we got it down. As long as he doesn't throw it out of order here, we should be fine.
Greetings, my young. First, you must now prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code by completing these fundamental precepts of our Order. There is no emotion.
There is no emotion. There is peace.
There is no ignorance.
There is knowledge.
There is no passion.
There is serenity.
There is no chaos.
There is harmony.
There is no death.
There is the Force. Did they throw justice in here because it's trying to throw you off?
You have learned your studies well, apprentice. It will not be long before you are a full member of our Order. But first, you must pass the second test and learn about the most prized possession of a Jedi. The very symbol of our Order, the lightsaber.
Yeah.
The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our Order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energy, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own hands.
Okay.
And now it is your time. Speak with Master Dorak, and he will guide you through the choosing of a crystal.
Ooh, yeah, let's choose a crystal now. Jedi Trials. Having completed the first trial, your second task to become a Jedi is to speak to Master Dorak and determine what sort of path you want. Determine what sort of path within the Order you wish to follow. Man. Now, does this come down to the classes? Like Sentinel, Guardian, Consular?
Ah, you have come, young apprentice, at Master Zar's bidding. He sees great promise in you, as do I. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This color also reflects your demeanor and position within the Order.
Okay. What colors are there?
Blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian.
Okay.
This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace.
Damn, okay, so yeah, out of all of the playthroughs that I've done over the years with this game, I have gone blue, and I have gone yellow. I don't think I've ever gone green, so what we're doing. We are becoming a consular. I wish to become a consular. Hey, what's up, Livermento? How you doing, man? Hope you're feeling better.
Indeed. We shall see.
Give me a green saber.
I will now ask you questions, and your responses will indicate which class you lean most towards. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do?
Help them flee? Attack the thugs? Now, I hope that if I answer these, he's not like, oh, well, you should go this class, and then it automatically chooses that. Because if that's the case, we'll have to look up the answers for the class that we want, but attack them, that seems like the Guardian. Help them flee? That seems like a Sentinel thing, maybe. Stop the thugs and find out why they're attacking. That sounds like consular, kind of.
Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do?
Attack him again. Try to see a weakness in his technique. Actually, these responses might just be in order, like Guardian, Sentinel, and Consular, maybe.
Yes, I suspected as much. Now for
What
the
he
next
says here.
question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do?
What do you do? We're knowing each other for such a long time, you still use my full nickname. Yeah, it's just out of habit. Just call me Liv, or if, Livra, for using, the right gender. I'll just call you Liv then, I guess. I've always said Livramento, but I'll knock it down to Liv, I guess. Smash the door down. There's a locked door and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do? Smash the door down. Try to pick the lock. Knock. I would try to pick the lock, obviously. I'll say that.
I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do?
Hunt them down. Coordinate with the planetary government to identify the infiltrators. Say that.
Yes, I thought.
Okay, let's see what he says.
As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi.
No.
Sentinel. Which color and path do you believe yourself most suited to, apprentice?
No. I don't want the Sentinel. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of curious. Well, like, I would just go back and actually honestly answer those questions as myself, rather than what I was trying to get with consular answers.
Here is a green crystal for your...
Let's... Oh god, don't do that. Wait, what? I don't want to level yet. Oh, man. Okay, let's just pick some random stuff here. Because I want to reload for that. Oh, 2 powers there. Load, because that was right there, right? Yeah. Load there. Liv is the easy one, like 90% of people call me. The others use Livra, because Liv is a female name. Ah. Let's see here.
Ah, you have come, young apprentice, at Master Zar's...
Let's answer these questions honestly now. Let's see.
Blue is the color of the Jedi. Green. A woman and her small child are beset.
So I'm gonna answer these questions as myself, but at the end of the day, we still get to pick our class.